We are going for the 13th National Parliament elections just in about matter of 30 days or less than 30 days. And alongside, we are going to have a popular constitutional referendum on the very same day, whether or not to approve the implementation of the July National Charter alongside of immigrants who have left Bangladesh or who live in foreign lands will be able to vote in this coming election. For the very first time. So, since it's the first time, it is very susceptible to some kind of challenges, some kind of disadvantages. As well as I know that you are also contesting in one of the seats here in Dhaka. I want to understand how you felt. What are your vibes towards this issue that is coming upon us?
Yeah, there is the election and the expectation of 5th August after the revolution that the country should have free, fair and democratic environment. A country free of corruption, free of extortions, and their more expectation was that there will be a political environment, the political system free of extortion, and country must be democratic, rule of law, justice, etc. So, the expectation that the election should be free, fair and a very participatory election. But participating in this election, I find the bureaucracy of Bangladesh, always they by themselves they take a side, if not everywhere, in somewhere. Like in many cases, selecting the candidates, the bureaucracy has disqualified some of the candidates with very minor issues, and with the same issues, they have qualified the candidates from the major political parties. There is a qualification that anybody has the dual citizenship will be disqualified.
Of course.
In some cases that has been qualified, and in other cases disqualified. So, there is a double standard.
And they are not listening to the very rules they have set.
They have set. So, this reflects that that the bureaucrat to whom a great responsibility is there to conduct the election might be in question. There are other issues, like we saw in social media, one issue that one of the candidates has been assaulted and nothing has been done, and every day some killing is going on. So, the other aspect is that for a free, fair and participatory election, the law and order situation is the main question. The law and order situation is at stake, is very weak condition, and most of the police were enrolled during Awami League regime is either their party person or member of the student organization or youth organization.
Of course.
So, they will look front to make this election questionable. The state will not be in a position to control that scenario. I believe that election commission has some intention, good intention, but election commission wholly has to depend on the government machinery. So, if government machinery is not equipped, is not mentally ready, is not systematized, that any voter can come without any fear or intimidation to the polling station and can poll himself, choose their representative, will be very difficult for free, fair and participatory election. One of the biggest problem, as I said, the tendency of the bureaucracy. Some part of bureaucracy wants to show that I am a more your people, I am much loyal to you. Right. Those parties are potentially may come to the power. So, that should not be the tendency of bureaucracy. Those tendency we have seen for last 15 years during Awami regime, who has spoiled 3 elections.
Of course.
And the election system has been totally spoiled. To make this election really a historical on, as Professor Yunus is saying, I think the state is not responsible. Some of the candidates are moving in the police. Lastly, we have seen that police protection has given to the Amir of Jamaat.
Gunman
has
been
given.
appointed. Yes.
So, you go for the public liaison, people requesting vote with police. This is not a normal scenario.
Of course.
This is not a normal scenario. And there are many people who still believes the election may not held. There are many who believes if there is election, the election will be like the 3 elections during the last regimes.
Selection.
So-
those
so-
weren't elections,
so
in my opinion.
lot of hesitation, lot of intimidation, lot of threat, all this is happening. So with this scenario, there is lot of doubts whether there will be really a historical election or one of the worst election. That we have to see. So far, I have seen that many people are afraid to go to the people, and 2 or 3 candidates has been killed.
Osman Hadi, Sharif Osman bin
Osman
Hadi
is
he's been killed.
Yeah. So that's why we have to see that how Election Commission and the Ministry of Homes really can help to conduct the election. But I believe there is election because this interim government, now they want to exit. They have failed to perform the expectation of the 5th August. Now they like to go away. So this is an unfortunate situation for the nation. So much of sacrifice, so much of blood, so much of injury, so much of losing eyes.
Correct.
This sacrifice may be going to the vein. Who knows that the upcoming regime, what will do? In Bangladesh, there had been no true democracy yet. In the name of democracy, always we see the rise of the autocracy,
Correct.
rise of the fascism. So this is very unfortunate. As I said that the leadership is very important.
Right.
The leadership, if the leadership understand the spirit, the expectation of the people of 5th August, then the country may go forward. But always they look for this American connection, the Indian connection.
No, they don't matter to us. We must focus on ourselves.
Why you run the country like Switzerland,
Right.
like Singapore?
Right.
Our people are the strength of the political party.
Correct.
The political party, not depending on the people's strength, depending on the strength of a foreign country, is bound to fail. So it will be a leadership test that how you conduct the country after the election, if there is an election.